The Alaskan wilderness is home to many dangers, harsh weather, and creatures that will happily turn you into a snack. The Inuit people have been living in the wilds of Alaska for thousands of years. Over that time, they have built a close relationship to the land and a rich culture that is very in tune with nature. They have a rich folklore filled with many wonderful myths and legends. These stories mention many a cryptid animal, some clearly beasts of fantasy, while others could have a basis in reality. One such creature is known as the Pal Rai Yuk. Let's take a look. Welcome to IF, videos on history, mystery and the strange. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video again. This cryptid is a snake-like creature that joins the ever-increasing ranks of sea cryptids. It has also been given the name lurk and is described as a sea monster, a strange, large serpent-like creature that inhabits the waters off the coast of Alaska. The animal is described as an assortment of body parts which look like they belong to a mix of other species. It has 3 pairs of legs which end in mammalian paws. This feature reminding me of the wampus. Also, it has 2 heads resembling those of a fox, a twin tail, short horns, this being similar to the mythical creature Cerberus and other multi-headed beasts of legend. Like a cow, it is said to have 3 stomachs. Its body is covered by thick fur and it has a lengthy tongue. Like a mermaid, its tail resembles a fish or a dolphin's fluke, and it has a saw-like ridge running along the length of its back and a line of plates. This line of plates is broken by a trio of dorsal fins. As strange as this body is, the beast's habits could be thought to be even stranger. As a carnivore, when it attacks its prey, it does so using a bizarre tactic. The Pal Rai Yuk likes to rear the front 7 or 8 feet of its body out of the water, then bring it crashing down on a creature, or on occasion, the kayaks of the natives living in the area. This behaviour is something we see in animals like the walrus. The Pal Rai Yuk is thought to mainly prey upon fish, but it will sometimes snack on people, devouring them with its chameleon-like tongue and its sharp fangs. The Alaskan natives claim they can also summon the Pal Rai Yuk by tapping the bottoms of their kayaks or canoes. Again, this is something we see done to attract sharks, this adding to the evidence of a real creature being behind the legend. It is said that the beast is only seen in bay areas and not the open ocean, with sightings reported in the Nanivac and King Islands in the Bering Strait of Alaska. The majority of them have taken place near the Kuskokwim River in Alaska. This may show that the creature is natively a deep-sea dweller, and that when it does swim into the shallower bay areas, it may be lost and confused, and that this could lead to the attacks on people in kayaks. So when has this creature been spotted? Going back to 2009, a fisherman off the Alaskan coast managed to capture footage of this animal. The video is claimed to show some large serpent-like creature swimming in the bay. Paul LeBlanc, the former head of the Department of Earth and Ocean Sciences at the University of British Columbia, was quoted by Discovery News saying, "I'm quite impressed with this video. Although it was shot under rainy circumstances in a bouncy ship, it's very genuine." LeBond is also the co-author of a book, Cabriosaurus Survivor from the Deep, which makes the case for Caddy, the name given to the sea serpent that occasionally is seen in the region. Over the years, there have been many carcasses which have washed ashore. Some of these were believed to have been the mystery creature. These remains were later identified as known species like sharks and whales. LeBlanc spoke about the serpent-like creature seen in the fisherman's 2009 film, saying, "Since it oscillates up and down in a vertical plane, this eliminates sideways oscillating fish." The cryptid's look matches with reports of other humped sea serpent-like creatures seen along the Pacific coast for the longest time. Could this legend be based on a single species being seen? A while ago there was a new species of whale found off of the Alaskan coast. The relevant quote is as follows. Back in 2016, this new species of whale was discovered when an unusual carcass on an Alaskan beach was located. Japanese legends told of a strange dark-coloured beaked whale. This whale was thought to be myth until this mystery carcass washed ashore. When investigating the remains of the creature, it was discovered that a set of bones on display at a nearby educational centre were the same as the whale that was found. This was quickly determined to be a newly discovered species. Or maybe it was not a new species of whale, but a living ancient one. Could what was found be a thought extinct aquatic lizard which was later identified as a whale? Basilosaurus, an ancient terrifying razor-toothed beast which lived 40 to 35 million years ago and could grow to some 50 or 60 feet in length. The Basilosaurus inhabited the shallow seas in what is now Alabama, a slender animal like a snake with a short ribcage, small front arms, and a tiny pelvis that didn't attach to any vertebrae. When first discovered, it was assumed that the animal was an aquatic reptile. The Eocene, the period of history when the Basilosaurus thrived, was long after the dinosaurs and their water-dwelling species. Basilosaurus was king of the oceans at the time. Mammals were rising to rule the world. There are many questions that science still has about this ancient whale, and they are difficult to find answers to, as fossil remains are rarely found. We know that Basilosaurus was the biggest marine carnivore of its time, and that it went extinct as the climate changed, but we don't know what colour it was. We don't know much about its behaviour, and we may never know most of its other features. Could this missing information be filled using the legends told by the native people of Alaska and the stories of the Pal Rai Yuk? What do you think? Could the cryptid be a living Basilosaurus? Or is it, and as of yet to be recognised by science, new species? Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that red button, like and share. You can catch the latest by searching We Are If. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.